guys, today I'll be continuing Clash of Let's playthrough. As usual, let me know how the sound bounces. Not sure how it sounds, primarily because I opened my programs in a different order, and that seemed to have changed the volume bounce somehow. Because usually when I open like some sequence of events first, the volume automatically gets adjusted downwards. But because I did it in some other order, it doesn't seem like the volume is adjusted. So I am a bit afraid if the gameplay audio is too loud. Just let me know. Alright, with that, let's just get started. Oh, now of course this is too quiet for anyone to hear. Some of these things I sort of got. Hello, Golly. Oh, he's here. He's a very committed follower. Thank you for your company yet again. Oh, that's alright. Everyone's busy every now and then. I'm just glad if you can come in general as a consistent viewer, because at least I get to recognize you by name. The Violent Tanuki, episode 2. Hello there, Azkar. How is the sound bounce? I'm a bit afraid if the gameplay is much louder than my own voice this time, because of some weird sound issues that happened before I was testing. So let me know. Hey, normal boy. Normal boy or oh, that's his boy. Yeah, it has been a while. I almost didn't recognize your name at all, to be honest, but I barely recognize it, so it's something. It's okay. It sounds fine to me. All right. I mean, I'm raising an eyebrow because every single time I ask, it's like it's okay. Then I check back the playback, and then the sound bounce is not okay. Your voice is higher than the game's. All right. As long as it's not only higher but also legible, then that's good. With that said, let's just begin this gameplay playthrough. This is awesome! Just look at all these festival decorations. I feel like I'm kind of voicing him like Ryota, even though he doesn't deserve to sound like Ryota. There are already a bunch of stalls out too! What? They've got octopus dumplings, a bunch of different kinds of candy, a shooting stall, and one for catching goldfish. Oh, what do you think they're selling over there? Let's go check it out! Maybe a little too low? Oh, the game audio? Alright. I will raise the game audio just a tiny bit. Or, like, a lot. I don't know. I don't know if this is better. It's much higher than I began off as, but okay. Crossing my fingers, this isn't gonna burst your eardrums. Let's continue. Perfect? Oh! Amazing, I like those words. Perfect. Yeah, sure. Let's have a look around. It can't hurt. It'd be good to know what kind of festival they're holding here, don't you think? I mean, it's not like I've forgotten why we're here or anything. I'm not suggesting it's just fun. I can't help but get a little excited, though. I just love festivals. What about you? Are there any stalls that catch your eye? Okay, this last degenerate. I don't like Nobara, but these degenerate options are too good. You want to eat me? I don't think I taste good at all that good. 100% beef cow may. Oh, that's not what you meant? Explain it to me sometime. I'd be rather honored to get a life lesson from you in this fucking game. It's because it's the degenerate choice. I want to see the degenerate. I want to see the degenerate text. Let's see. Oh, now you're definitely gonna think of me as some little kid. I just can't keep my cool when I'm at a festival. Hello, Mr. Miscellaneous. And it's yeah, I missed you too, Gawi. I wish I could talk with you more at the Discord, but I know it's not for everyone. So at least talking here is I guess a lot better than talking in the Discord in some respects, because you get to have hear my beautiful, lavish voice, obviously. Let's just continue this game. But those octopus something sure smell good. Let's go check them out. How's the event? Well, I'm already done grinding. All I'm doing is just collecting the deities now. Sure, my treat. But yeah, the event's pretty much done for me, except for the story, ironically. So I'm just checking out the story now. I don't. Your voice makes. All right. Is it really that seductive? Really? You will? Being a high school student must be great. I must never have any money on me. JK, but you sound really good, man. Thanks. I'm gonna go accept your offer with open arms. Thanks a bunch. First time watching one of your streams. I'm excited. Oh, wow. Welcome, newcomer. Dolan and Fargy. Hope to see you more often, but if this is just gonna be your one and done, then hopefully I can perform well enough for you guys. Let's do this. And I am talking a lot for just the intro with Nobuharu. Let's keep on moving on so that I don't have to keep on looking at Nobuharu's face. Excuse me. Nobuharu excitedly addresses one of the transients running the octopus dumpling stands. I know the festival is still setting up, but would it be okay if we bought something from you now?
What? Who you? Don't know your face. You're not from Kabukicho.
And it's nice to see you as a newcomer as well, Mr. Miscellaneous, Mr. M to the stream thing, not the hot voice. Oh, no need to be coy. I know you actually mean both. Okay. The transients during the stand fix the two of you with a suspicious glare. Oh, Suzuka let us.
You? Not police? Not police, friend?
Well, Tachikara did invite me here as well, but...
What? You with them? You police?
Ah! Not again! Just take it easy. We can talk this. Ignoring Nobuharu's pleas, the transient prepares to charge. Oh, what's the big idea? Oh, it's him. Gyobu.
You brutes think you're real tough scaring a couple of little kids like that, eh? Is that what our code means to you?
If you his voice actually sounds like this, which I'm kind of annoyed by because he's really cute, but that voice is kind of off-putting. But that is what it is. The stranger's intimidating glare pins the Kabukicho transients in place.
You, we sorry. We so sorry. Please forgive. Spare us.
Whoa, my legs are shaking bad. I can't move. This guy looks like trouble with a tail. What the hell does that mean?
These good-for-nothing critters needs to learn some manners. Now then.
The Tanuki turns to the two of you, his gaze so intense you can practically feel it through your entire body.
I owe you two an apology. I'm sorry for the trouble these buffoons caused. Hope you won't hold it against them. That said, allow me to introduce myself. The name's Gyobu. I hail from the town of Kumayama of Yoshu, Iyo Matsuyama.
The Tanuki continues telling him about his locations that you can't pronounce for some time, reciting a surprisingly formal introduction.
So, feel free to come to me with anything.
He concludes, eyeing the two of you expectantly. Nobuharu takes the initiative. Thank you. I can tell you put your heart into that, sir. Nobuharu straightens his posture, folds his arms behind his back, and lifts his head to help his voice carry further. I am Nobuharu Takeda, captain of the Pep Squad. I am honored to meet you, sir.
What?
Despite his earlier terror, Nobuharu conducts himself like a proud member of the Pep Squad in delivering his own introduction. In response, Gyomu's intimidating aura immediately dissolves to be replaced with a friendly, welcoming grin.
Well, Nobuharu, looks like I underestimated you. You're a good kid.
Seems like a pretty nice guy. Kid? I'm actually in med school.
My mistake. I meant no offense. It ain't easy for my kind to tell human ages. I only thought you were a little kid because you were bouncing around the festival.
I guess I can't blame you for that. I'm going to work on being as quiet as the forest from here on out.
Nothing wrong with being excited about the festival. Now, who might you be, my friend?
I'm in love with you, Goku. Like, sorry.
It's clear to me that there's more to you than meets the eye. I'd say you're pretty experienced. Been around the block a few times, eh? You've wandered every inch of this here world. That special something in your eyes peeking in and out of you. Yet, someone like you only comes around once in a blue moon. I can tell you that much. And you saying you want to get myself an old Tanuki like me, you're a strange one, alright. Play with fire and you'll get burned. Didn't anyone teach you that? But if you don't mind a little heat, well... I've got 8 lucky spots on my person that you're welcome to play with if it pleases you.
But... Let's see. I'm in love with irrelevant characters. Hey! Just because Yobu's irrelevant doesn't mean he doesn't have other unique features. Like, look at that belly. Look at that belly. Like, just plug your ears a bit, but look at that belly. Okay.
You'll need to venture to Kabukicho after dark, though.
Think he can handle that? This guy.
You know, it's pretty lucky that we crossed paths here today. I've got something I want to ask you. Think you can hear me out?
Many characters are overrated. Maybe. Just like we like. By all means, go ahead.
Very kind of you. Alright, you lot. I'm counting on you to take care of things till I get back. Yes, Gyobu! First things first. I don't expect it was easy for you to get in here. Tell me, how do you manage it?
Yobu's gaze intensifies once again, and Nobuharu rushes to explain the situation. Actually, we got permission from Suzuka. It's like this.
I see. So it's like that, is it? You didn't say anything, the screen just blacked out. But, whatever. Does everyone in Kabukicho really hate outsiders?
Oh wait, does everyone in Kabukicho really hate outsiders? Are you really happy to keep this festival among yourselves?
Well, this is more of a refuge than a town. You wind up here, means you had it rough out there. We're all hurting, some way or another. You could say this festival is meant to help us start healing those wounds. It gives us a reason to let it all out, to turn that pain into laughter. Helps us all live another day. What if in the midst of all that, some outsiders showed up and started causing trouble? Don't you think they'd keep quiet?
Yobu turns his beady eyes on the young residents of the town, setting out for the festival, and his piercing gaze softens into a look of affection. Oh, wow. I had no idea things are so tough for you, and all I cared about was the festival. I'm ashamed of myself.
Don't be. Keep your chin up, kid. Here, they should turn that frown upside down. A batch of the Outlaw's special dumplings, fresh off the griddle. They call them takoyaki chivalry. I forget what it does because there's only 2 items that matters, the noodles and the hot dogs. But they probably taste good, don't they? We don't skimp on the octopus here, that's why they're so big. Just like my...
Wow, they really are huge. I don't think I could eat more than one.
You're talking about the octopus, right?
No. Well, wouldn't want them to get cold.
Take it easy there. If you got 2 to get through.
Nail those.
Yeah, I'm sort of their advisor. The guild members treat me like their family. So tell me, what are you looking to do now that you're in Kabukicho?
Well, we just want to help however we can.
Don't hear that every day. Chivalry means something to you, doesn't it?
Don't you think you could maybe help us up with the negotiations? Though after your story, I feel pretty guilty just being here.
No need for that. Some things ought to start changing with the times. Kabukicho ain't what it used to be these past 10 years.
Tanuki pride. God love them Tanukis.
Who's that?
Oh, just a better Tanuki.
So, if there are other good kids like you out there who are willing to shed a tear for us, well...
Let's see. Freak around and find out. Stick around and find out. Have you ever watched that show? Sticking Around? It was good as a kid. Sorry, distraction. Yeah, YouTube's filters have caused me bane personally myself. Content ID thing has caused me trouble twice.
Makes sense to open our doors while the festival is going on, at least. That's why we asked the Tengu to take charge of security.
The Tengu? Oh no, not that perverted old geezer.
You two must be acquainted then. I just wonder why he sent that Tajikata over. Guess he must share my appreciation for the vitality of youth.
You can enjoy my vitality anyway.
So that's why he was here. Well, if it isn't the lovely Suzuka.
I did wonder why they knew so much about what goes on here.
Now I know.
Yobu. You're the one who's been feeding the police academy information about us since the split.
Well, this is awkward.
I thought I was smelling the delicious smell of octopus dumplings, but now I see it only disguised the stench of trouble. I don't know what you've been feeding that boy, but if I don't like it, there'll be hell to pay.
The kid and his friend just want to enjoy the festival. I told him that we've got our Kotoval. That was not possible. That's when I noticed something. How'd these two even get here in the first place? You invited the kid, and you had your reasons for that. But what about Arthur?
You fine with letting him loose around here? Don't beat around the bush, old man. If you got something to say, spit it out already.
I was just wondering if you let him in, because you wanted to enjoy the festival together. You'd better watch your tongue if you want to keep it.
Whoa, Suzuka, keep it PG. This is how we sell things around here. Keep your comments to yourself.
Look, I know you're new around here, but this is just the Kabukicho way. Fighting and courage are what it is made today. The people here have no place of refuge, and no one to look out for them. They need to be strong enough to survive on their own, and that's why we do what we can to set an example for them.
If you got a problem with that, then you'll just have to stop with Saratan. Oh, that was her talking all the time. Well, whatever. Ever since that fight with Tetsuya, I had a feeling I'd end up facing you someday. Unless you're too scared. If you can't handle this, then why don't you run home and cry to mommy about it? Yobu, I've got your back. All over your back.
Don't worry about me, and if you're trying to make up for it earlier, there's no need. You weren't in the wrong. You still want to take my back? You've got quite the sense of honor. That's what I like to see in my people.
Then show me what you've got.
Alrighty then, if either Arthur or I win. How's about you enlightening your friends here with your point of view? I'll take that as a yes. No point in waiting for the cows to come home. Let's get started! We're gonna let it all out and put everything on the line in this battle.
The air crackles as a powerful orb begins to emanate from Yobu's body. His ferocious smile, like a lion's grin, makes all in the area shrink back in fright.
Ugh! Didn't mean to scare you. Seems like you reawakened the love of my old self there.
So I wasn't just seeing things there. Looks like you're going to meet 2 against 1. Nobuharu, whose side are you on? I'll take you on all if I have to. Well, that doesn't seem fair to me. Starting with you, Suzuka. Sorry, then. That's okay, I don't like you that much either, Nobuharu. Later it is. But if I'm doing this, I'm gonna do it alright. As fierce as fire. Well said, Nobuharu. I knew I could count on you.
Well then, let's get down to it already and wrap this party up before the festival starts. Wasoi, wasoi!
do the next part. Part 2 of episode 2. Below. If only we could face Yobu so I can beat him up. Random feedback, but I appreciate the voice acting. It allows me to tune in while at work, such as right now. Oh, okay, so you can tell he's speaking without you looking at the screen. You're at work? What are you doing? Sin. No, that's alright. I know that work, especially during this kind of period, kind of puts everyone working at home for the most, and if not, then usually we have some sort of quote-unquote essential service where they just stand around. Yeah, slow day. Oh, it's pretty cool that you're able to listen to the sound while at work too. Usually, if I'm lucky, I turn up my phone, but I don't actually put on the sound. Alright. A long time ago, I had it out with someone, a master swordsmanship. It was a serious fight, but by the end of it, we had formed a connection. Yet, it wasn't meant to be. I had been branded as an insurgent, and they were the leader of my enemy. So when they confided in me that they'd been ordered to take my life, I thought about their position, so Then, just as I plunged into the underworld, I found myself transported to the rainbow of transient light. Oh, so Suzuka was slain. I've got stuff to catch up on to a classroom. Chatting with me helps. Well, it certainly helps me too. I just finished the class myself, and, usually I just do nothing after that, float for a bit, because, get out of class mode. But this is a good way for me to jump right into Housamo mode. Gotta keep busy during this time of, what do you call it? Sedimentation? Something like that. Since then, even after being summoned to the city, I felt a hollowness in my chest that just won't go away. A hollowness that could be filled if my breasts were a bit bigger. No matter how many times I tell myself that I wasn't betrayed, that hollow in my chest continued to gape wider than ever, quietly torturing me. I tried to drown out the pain by keeping my foot on the accelerator, speeding my way through life. Before I knew it, I was the ringleader of a new gang. Oh, okay. That doesn't just happen. Jeez. No, she's a pimp. The people who flock to me all have something in common. They're all searching for a safe haven, a place to call their own. They live with the same emptiness I do. I could never abandon people like that. I guess I haven't changed at all. Since coming to Kabukicho, I've just let my history repeat itself. I wonder if I should have done things differently back then. Maybe I'm doomed to the same fate in this world too. I still haven't found my answer. The hollow in my chest pains me to this day. All I can say for sure is that I never want to feel betrayal like that ever again. Suzuka's Satoryu whirls through the air with life of their own. Ashura! Each and every slash brings the night of her resolve down on you. She's strong. If I let my gauntlet down, it's all over. Well now, ain't this a sight? Not many folk can hold their own against Suzuka's swords like that. There is something else. Just where did you learn how to wield a blade like that, Arthur? Chapter 9. It's nothing special. Actually, my ability kind of wields me. Yours is a level of skill I've rarely seen. You have my respect, but also my resentment. Going up against a talent like yours brings back memories of a time in the past I wanted nothing more than to forget. Kakattakoi. I'll do my best to make Suzuka proud. Gotta say though, you're real good at this, Arthur. It's like fighting against the forces of nature or something. But we can still do this, Suzuka. Nobuharu once again folds his arms behind his back, pushes out his chest, and chants at the top of his... Is he... What? Is he just chanting? I mean, I was wondering how he was fighting, since he doesn't have any weapons, but... Okay, I guess he's like the dancer class or something. Let's soar among the clouds! Nobuharu unties his apron and stretches it above his head. It flaps in the wind, growing larger and larger until it becomes a great battle flag, big enough to blow out the sky. Looks like this battle is far from over. So, this is Nobuharu's secret friend. Or no, it's his apron. Please put it back on. This is just your fighting spirit, isn't it, Nobuharu? It's filling me with fire. Let's see how you fare now, Arison. Oh, she's even faster now. Don't push your luck.
Now, suck on my boob. You haven't forgot I'm here too, haven't you? Well, let this be your reminder. Get a good helping.
At these words, a group of smaller Tanuki suddenly swarm around Nobuharu. Seals! Unprepared for the tickling assault of the little Tanuki, Nobuharu loses his grip on his sacred artifact.
Wait! No! My master of the seed trick really is something else special, ain't it? I know your secret artifact packs a real punch and all, but you gotta keep up the fight while you're raising morale, or you're gonna make yourself a target.
I really don't like how Nobuharu has to activate his sacred artifact. Yobo shows to some of his kids. No! That sounded almost. Nobuharu can do nothing but cackle in agony as his hands and feet are held down by the smaller Tanuki. Oh, they're so cute.
Appreciate the compliment. You like that one, eh, Arthur? Yep. I look just like him when I was young. You're saying I'm not old yet? You figure. I mightn't look it, but I've got several hundred years to my name. As well as several hundred inches. Want to test me out?
It's alright, Nobuharu. You can rest for a while. Thank you, Suzuka. Now then, now that annoying brat's out of the way, where were we? Let's see how much what you got left of you, Arthur. It sounded all kinds of bad. Once again, your blades clash as the two of you throw yourself into a fight, each unwilling to give the other as much as an inch. That's unfair, Suzuka. Ryobu's willing to give me all his inches. The harsh sound of metal fills your ears, the sharp ringing of blades impressing upon both of you the resolve of your opponent. For, unlike and irrespective of first impressions, one's blades can only taste and transmit the truth. That is why. No, not again. Suddenly, you both go still, your blades and eyes locked. Suka! Arison!
No more. No more.
Suzuka raises her hands to signal her surrender. Huh? That's it?
Yes. I will admit defeat. What's wrong?
Wow. You're so strong.
I didn't expect you to be so honest. I'm even more ashamed of myself. I realize now that my heart wasn't really in that fight. I should have set a better example for Nobuharu.
This has been nothing more than me letting off some steam. But you already knew that, didn't you, Yobu?
Well, I certainly know about getting it off. Well...
Nobuharu, I owe you an apology for making you entertain my whims. I'll tell you what you want to know, as promised. I just want to know why you'd go that far to keep outsiders away. I mean, I've heard about the situation here, but still. I don't see why you can't loosen up the rules just for the festival. Sorry, I know it's not my place to say things like that. Whatever. So, what you missed? I think what you missed was up to, sorry. No, it's fine. The whole reason I asked you to come here was to hear his thoughts. But Suzuka actually was considering getting Nobuharu here. And, Suzuka was considering opening the festival up to everyone. But now Nobuharu is wondering why she went against that. So now she's explaining the story. Maybe you already heard this from Gyobu, but the point of the festival is to take everyone's mind off their troubles. You know what? I should really start from the beginning, and explain why the festival started in the first place. Gyobu has bottomed before confirmed. Or Twitter, if like your two leads to browsies. Take their minds off their troubles.
Let me give you some background.
We've had a fair few upheavals in the area recently.
It's been a tough time for everyone who calls us down home.
It's not just the app battles either. Those have been some really violent incidents occurring outside of those. Are you talking about the genociders? When did this even release? Buffering is back? Oh, golly, no! It's not here! I had no... well, whatever. I'll try to find a setup. I am considering getting an extra wire so that it's directly connected to my router. I don't know if that'll fix anything, but that we'll just have to wait for that. You don't know the half of it, truth be told. There's always some kind of conflict going on here. That's just how it is in a place like this. Red light districts in any world will attract wanderers despite desperate to survive. We wanted to give them a distraction from their daily struggles. That's what the purpose behind the festival we hold here is for.
If a fight breaks out during it, it'd cause trouble for the decent folk outside of Kabukicho too.
We don't want to draw any unnecessary attention from the local police either. Not that we're afraid of them or anything.
That's why the outlaws took over, organizing the festival to keep everyone in line and apologizing for all the troubles.
Yogu's way of thinking might have been a bit different from mine, and I had my reasons for my opinion, but I chose to support him. Well, great! Then we can open up the festival to the public after all, right? Let's show everyone the best of that Kabukicho has to offer. You're with me on this too, right, Arson? What about Tajikado? You really do know how to twist a knife, don't you? I know they're just doing their job, but for some reason, things started getting a lot more complicated when that zealot came on the scene.
Don't know if I've been told, but Tajikaro is actually one of us. If you've been told.
No way. Tajikaro's from Kabukicho? We've never got along, you know. Then he went and joined police. I'll never understand why you did that. He just doesn't get it. You should never put too much faith in the authorities. A lot of people here aren't even free to leave this town. Then there are the bomb bombs. The bomb bombs?
Hey, Suzuka.
Just forget you heard that, Nobaru. It's got nothing to do with the festival. I'm getting sidetracked. The point is that Tajikado is trying to stick his nose into the affairs of the place he no longer calls home.
Just thinking about it pisses me off.
Do you know what he said to me, Nobuharu? First, he comes to me out of the blue, telling me he's going to get us some big jump for the festival. Just leave it to me, he says. Then when he finally gets that damn jump down from the shrine, guess who tested it out with all his strength? What do you think happened? I think I can imagine. So, that noise we heard from class, that was the jumping bastion? Why does everyone hate Tajikaro so much, poor guy? What's right? I'm pretty sure he's into it. Let's see.
It held out for the first strike, but the second one blew it to pieces.
This isn't a joke, Yoru. Seriously, that musclehead has no concept of restraint. Look who's talking, Suzuka. What's that? You got something you want to share with us, Saracen? Yoru, I told you this isn't funny.
I give up.
I've had it with you a lot. Why don't you try being cute like Nobuharu for a change? Suzuka's taste in cute is interesting. Anyway, a few bad interactions with the police academy ended up making a relationship with them more and more complicated. So in the end, we just shut them out. Of course, they didn't take that too well. And that's what caused the conflict you two walked in on. If they don't rein themselves in, they're going to end up ruining this whole festival for everyone. We're back, are we? Okay, looks like we are back. So you missed nothing because I caught it right away. Yeah, just leaving off from where we came off. Stupid buffering. I'd like to think you're overreacting, but I can see how they're being kind of a nuisance. I'm glad to hear it. I knew you would understand. The buffering is the worst thing ever. All I'm saying is, if we open up the festival, the police need to stay in their lane. And Tajikara in particular needs to keep his nose out of our business. Don't get me wrong, I'm not totally behind this. Let your guard down around the police, and they'll take you all for your worst. Thankfully, the buffering issues didn't happen with the discussion stream. Something worse happened in the discussion when I was taken down, but at the very least, it was not interrupted for at any point. I think the issue has to do with how I connect my phone to the laptop, and it's just that's the differentiating factor between why one is fine but the other isn't. That's my guess. Who knows? However, I'm willing to make concessions for the sake of this festival, and I believe they should be too. Whew. I feel a little better after letting that all out. So how about it, Nobuharu? Think you can talk some sense into Tajikado? Now that I understand where you're coming from, I'll do what I can to help you out. Good. I'm sure I can count on you. I'd better get back to preparing for the festival. Nobuharu bobs his head enthusiastically. Seemingly satisfied, Suzuko hurries off. I'll bob my head enthusiastically all over Gyobu. Thanks for helping us out, Gyobu.
Don't mention it, kid. You just see what you can do to get that Tajikara on our side, yeah?
What, Nobuharu? Let's go hear what Tajikara has to say. You need everyone's input. You're right. Let's get going.
Seems like we got nothing to worry about. You heard our side of things. Now you've just gotta listen to Tajikara like you listened to this old Tanuki. Right, I got a bit
carried away earlier, but I promise I'm gonna do all I can to help make this festival for everyone to enjoy.
Nicely put, kid. I guess I'll be seeing you two later. And I'll be seeing you tonight, Adam.
At those parting words, a gust of wind sweeps across the scene. In a few seconds, your attention is captured by fluttering leaves. Gyobu vanishes. Hey, mind if I ask you your thought of... Mind if I ask what you thought of everything Suzuka and Gyobu said? I can see where Suzuka's coming from, but I'm still not sure entirely what to think. Yeah, even Gyobu said we need to hear Tajikara's side of the story. You know, I was pretty surprised to find out that Tajikara is from Kabukicho. Why would he want to leave Kabukicho in the first place? You know, besides everyone getting stabbed randomly in broad daylight. And how come he still wants to go to the festival? Well, nothing for it but to ask the guy himself. Let's get to it, Arthur. Thankfully, this won't be going on for too long because I'll just be covering chapters 2 and 3. So, buffering hell won't be too noticeable. I feel like it gets worse the longer the stream goes, so that's why I'm saying that. And now we are in episode 3, part 1. Oh my god, it's so fucking hot. Like, I have an electric fan and I want to keep it on, but I try to keep it off during stream. It makes noise, obviously. Holy shit, streaming for long periods of time, and now with summer approaching here in Canada, it's just... I want to melt. I just want to bury myself inside a cold blanket. And now for some duality self-therapy. While Housamo music plays in the background. Nope. Episode 3, Policeman Standing. I will not be doing chapters 1 to 8 because I already played them. And I do not want to play them again. I want my reactions to be live. Like, the thing is, for the main quest chapters, what I have planned is, just like for chapter 9, I'm not going to do a live stream. You know why? As much as it'd be neat for everyone to see it at the same time, the stream. But 2, more importantly, I want, like... Have you ever, like, watched, like, a favorite show or a favorite book or something like that? You don't want, like, an audience for that. You want... Well, for me, anyways, I want that to be, like, a personal experience, something I keep to myself. So that's why, even though I'll be recording it, in the very least, I want my like reactions and all that to be genuine and not to be like sort of influenced by like the mentality just knowing someone else is there watching me. So yeah, when it comes to like watching shows or watching movies or like playthroughs, apparently, I prefer to have the initial experience of them. With events, however, I don't mind because the stories are just like, I mean, if I wasn't streaming, there might have been a chance I just wouldn't have seen them at all because they're not super as interesting. They're good for world development, but other than that, just like they're not quite to the same caliber of storytelling as the main quest. Let's see. Hey, Ara says, do you use /browse 4chan by any chance? No, I do not. I know it exists. I've seen the website. I've looked at it a few times just to understand how it works, but I'm not the biggest fan of just reading through everyone's comments and then trying to find a nugget that's actually nice. I like it to be more like Reddit, where you know what's good or what's happening. And if I wanted something live anyways, I would use Discord. I wouldn't use 4chan where you'd have to refresh constantly or you'd check several days later. I mean, Discord does that, except it's more immediate, right? So what's the point of 4chan in that case? I know 4chan has historical importance, but it's not, like, I'm not part of that history. Let's see. Bright Moonlight Eyes. Yeah, it certainly is. Dual Lease Up is truly the one god we all need to worship. Hello, Jackie. Let us continue with episode 3, part 1 of Clash of Floats.
What are you looking at? Nothing here to be seen.
Oh wait, I need to turn off my fan. Are they with the Kabukicho Guild? Come on, they're not that creepy. You're thirsting them over chapter 1. Don't be like that, protagonist. They're still preparing. It's already pretty hectic around here. I wonder why. As if in response to Nobuhara's question, a group of transients carrying large tools proceeds into Kabukicho. They're not just setting up, are they? It's like repairs. Could this be what it started at all? Alright, no worries, Dylan. If you got any more questions about how I run my channel or what sort of content you'd like to expect, then feel free to ask about it. I do think about it a lot. So, sometimes I just abstain from saying things in the comments because it ends up sounding like a promise if I do say it down. There's a lot of ideas I do want to do with my channel though, and still are, but there's kind of just like they're dependent on me finding more motivation and me getting used enough to the current flux of things to introduce something new. Like, for example, one thing I've always considered for quite a long time is whatchamacallit, gameplay, tutorial gameplay videos just to explain certain mechanics and certain concepts. But my motivation is not quite there yet because that probably requires a lot of editing and a lot of gameplay recording. There are other ideas like that I have in mind, but yeah, you get the idea. Huh? You don't mean the fight between Suzuka and Tajikaru, do you? I can't rule out that possibility. Whoa, now that you mention it, I feel like you might be right. Busting a big old nut like that, I bet Tajikaru could cause a lot of damage even without using his rule. Suzuka too. What would happen if a real fight broke out between them? I don't think I'd be able to stop them. I have not done this event in the past. What I said in the beginning was it's actually an event that I did not do. Unlike the previous events where it's the previous streams I did for, I actually can't even remember. Gendarme was also the first time I played it. Valentine's Extravaganza. Wait, no. Gendarme, I actually did see a fan translation of it. Gendarme, and as well as Valentine's Extravaganza, as well as Valentine's Jail. I've seen fan translations of them. I already forgot the reprint directly before that one, but I'm pretty sure you saw a translation of that too. This one, I have not seen a fan translation for at all, so this is brand new to me. Completely going in blind. I have not done this event before at all. Like, I actually started this game around the time this event first released, around 2 years ago, but I didn't even know how gacha games worked back then, and everything was still in Japanese, so the banner was up, but I did not participate in the event at all, mostly because I didn't know what events even were and how to participate in them. So yeah, didn't see the story, didn't do the grind quests, it just was there when I first joined. I'm pretty small, and I'm not— you guys didn't miss anything. It's just a reading of ours line. Yeah, he's pretty small, but like everyone that compliments him is just about his loud voice and his like pretty much that's it. I guess I just need to get I guess I've been speaking to his own voice too quietly. Wuss! I guess I need to get stronger, but how? How can I get stronger like Suzuka or Tachikaro and Asoi! Huh? What the? Who touched me from my... from behind right just now? The infamous scene that made everyone hate Hogan during the translation. Whatever. I felt it too. Hey, didn't say you could let go. Super inappropriate. Like, wait, hang on a second. There's no one else here. So then, does that mean it was you, Arthur? Oh, God, no. Unfortunately, no. Okay, these stupid third happens. What do you mean, unfortunately? You actually want to touch my, behind? I mean, it's not that big of a... I wouldn't mind so much. Oh my god, this fucking game. But if it wasn't you, then who touched me and disappeared like they were even here? Come on. I swear I felt them touch me good five times. That is some hidden secret technique to touch someone 5 times in the blink of an eye. Oh, you actually managed to receive all 5 of my touches. You must be pretty skilled. Who is that? Show yourself. It's the boogeyman. Ooga booga booga. Our party is over. Shed but a small tear, and lo, I appear. Hogan the Kurama Tengu. You sneaky. Ho 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 ho! If you have the eyes to appreciate my little trick, it must be something special. You know this guy, Arson? Doesn't seem like the type you'd get one to get mixed up with, if you ask me. Well, you get mixed up with him whether you're asking for it or not. That's the kind of person he is. You wooed me! I put all that effort into forging a physical bond between us, and you just ignore me? You're gonna make me cry. What are you doing here anyway? Well, it's just... What was it again? I've clean forgotten. That's just the thing when you're getting old. You really shouldn't do it. It's time like this, I just need to get a little contact with the fullness of youth to help jog my memory. Asoi, asoi! So saying, the elderly man turns his ravenous gaze upon you. What the hell? Don't even think about touching Arison. How about we get the introductions out of the way? I'll start. Nobura Takada, Pep Captain Squad. Pep Captain Squad. Very well. I'm Hogan Kichi, the Kurama Tengu, legendary genius strategist from the land of awe. You're calling yourself a genius? Wait, actually, good to see you again. I thought you felt familiar. So, was you and your juicy cheeks, Arison? You seem like you're in some kind of trouble, but even so, it looks like you're doing well. Oh ho ho. Well, I don't want to be impolite. Nice to meet you, Hogan. Oh, now those are some strong vocal cords. Even though Arison did not voice that well. Well, I don't want to be impolite. Nice to meet you, Hogan. Wuss! That is too loud. Wuss! There you go. I think I'm gonna like you. Wait, did you just say you're a Tengu? You mentioned something about a Tengu too. Then, does that mean you're a member of the police? No way. There's no way anyone related to the police would go around just like that. And I can't believe someone working with the police would just put their hands on citizens under their care just like you did. That's just how we say hello from where I'm from. Getting a feel of a person is real helps you get a feel for the mood. Okay. Well, you are a transient. I guess things would work differently in your world. We learned at school that each world has its own unique culture. Are you telling me there's a world out there where that's just a common greeting? I see. It all makes sense now. So, should I touch your back, Hogan? How about I rent you a new one, Hogan? You mean he was lying? A soy? How could I let him treat me like that? So. That guy's crafty. But if I were only one skilled, We have been so much closer by now. Yeah, the actual agreement between each other is actually to take off all our clothes and then to, lay fleece down in a bed. Yeah, try it out. Hold on a second. Let's not go waving our weapons just yet. And then he'll never teach you to respect your elders. Sorry. Anyway, you two wouldn't happen to be app users, wouldn't you? We sure are. How do you guess? Oh, honestly, and that's something I can bet behind, just like Arson's behind. Thing is, I'm a little worried about your situation. Since you aren't Kabukicho loyals, you probably don't want to wander around here willy-nilly. The Outlaw Guild that runs this place has a code, you know. None but Kabukichos may enter. Why am I voicing like Yobu? Actually, we got business outside of Kabukicho right now. We're looking for Tachikaro. Oh wait, that was Noharo. Actually, we got business around here in Kabukicho right now. We're looking for Tachikaro. Oh, really? That one doesn't get visitors too often. What? You and Tachikaro know each other? Only naturally we do. I'm an instructor of the police academy he attends. I instruct him very thoroughly every night. As he says this, Hogan reaches into the folds of the yukata and produces his police ID, holding it up for the two of you to see. I guess you could say I've been a prominent figure in this education. Whoa, and I guess you were the one that Yobo was telling us about. We were rather lucky to run into you, I think. Isn't that right, Nathan? I knew about this from the start. Nathan? Sorry, no idea what you're talking about. So then, what was it you wanted with Tachikaro? Why don't you go ahead and tell me about it? Nodding and stroking thoughtfully at his chin. Wait, let me repeat that. Nodding along and stroking thoughtfully on his dick, Hogan listens to your explanation of the Kabukicho's guild stance on the festival. So that's how it is. Mess with Suzuka and you mess with us. We need to speak to Tachikaro. You're his teacher. Teach him restraint. Whoever said that, words can't hurt you. So, that's how Suzuka feels, isn't it? As Tachikaro's teacher, I've been supervising carefully. The security operation was supposed to serve as both as on-the-job training as a protector of the city and a test. I knew that if I got involved, it would mean interfering with his development. That said, I shouldn't have stopped him. My own ineptitude is entirely to blame for the damage done to Kabukicho. Damn right it is. Well, I also hesitate about Suzuka. The training those are dedicated to you, only for it to all end in tragedy. I knew a young woman just like her once. So I can't keep a level head around her. I guess I have some growing to do myself. In any case, you may as well go and hear what Tachikaro has to say. I just hope it all goes well. I don't even want to think about the alternative. What are you so worried about? If you're his superior, come over. To be honest, I feel like he's been hiding something from me. Asking up front hasn't worked, and he wouldn't tell me a thing. I'm fairly sure he's been avoiding me too. He might be a little impetuous, but he's also surprisingly sharp. Mark my words, if Tachikaro intends to keep his sentence, he'll find some way to get out of my summons. Wait a minute. I've got it. I know just what to do. Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling about this. A sweet little cherub like you is exactly what I need. How about lending an old man a hand? Hey, don't talk to me like that. I'm not a little kid anymore, and there's only one person to lend a hand to. Wait, I shouldn't have said that. Get the fuck out of here, Novaru. I'm on my way to becoming a strong and capable man, so you'll call me by my name, or by nothing. I'd rather not have him in this game. He is like... I mean, actually, he actually doesn't seem so bad in this event so far, despite his design. Very well, Nobuharu. I have the task for a young, capable man like yourself. I want you to let me touch that sumptuous body of yours just one more time. And when I do, I want you to use that voice of yours to scream for the police at the top of your lungs. You've got to be kidding me. I volunteer as tribute. Ho ho ho! Fine by me. I'd be more than happy to, with either of you. Huh? Why? I was just looking forward to it. Wait a second, Harrison. Are you trying to protect me? Is that why you're putting yourself through this? I'm doing this fucking game. Hey, Harrison, who's your favorite character? Leaked. 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 He's my favorite character. Just hide those. Anyways. The wonders of youth. Yeah, I do. They were there for my coin stream, and I saw no reason to like remove them, so they're kind of just there. Besides, I can go just fine on my own. No touching needed. Yamada! Police! That's not his voice, but whatever. Yamada! Police! Nobuharu puts every fiber of his being into making those two words as loud as possible. Volume is enough to make the air around him vibrate. Wasoi! Wasoi! Nobuharu! I thought I heard you calling for help just now. Are you alright? I knew you'd come running. Master Hogan, what brings you here? I can't help but notice your attire. It looks like you've been fooling around quite a bit. Oh, right. This is, for investigation. Yes, I'm investigating the stalls. They're at the heart of the festival, after all. Someone has to ensure everything's perfect so that people can have a good time. The food has to be good, and the business above board. No one's getting away with subpar service on my watch. Oh, well, I can hardly argue there. Tajikara, I need to be honest with you. That cry just now was not what it sounded like. We were just trying to get your attention. I'm simply relieved to find you're unharmed, Nobuharu. You're not angry? I thought he hated dishonesty. I know you don't like it when people lie. I feel terrible for deceiving you. True, I don't like deception. There's nothing wrong with hiding the truth. However... Taji talks all serious all the time. Tips for voice acting. All serious all the time? I mean, he doesn't seem serious with his getup and, like, his, the sound of his voice. If you've heard his voice acting, like, in the actual game. And he's like, Wasoi, wasoi! Yeah, so... he does seem a lot more serious than I'm thinking, though, so that's why I'm not trying to make him as much of a goofball as I initially thought he was. He does seem to be pretty formal and has a lot of bark when it comes to talking with Suzuka. What I can't really tolerate are lies that cause other people trouble, and the kind of lies told for one's own selfish gains. Nobuharu, I know there's no way you would tell a lie like that. Not to mention that you've already apologized for it. It's my job to make sure everyone is safe. So long as I can be sure of that, I can handle a little deception. Taji seems so innocent. As innocent as an exhibitionist can be. Tachikara. I think I understand you better now. I'm just gonna hide right now. Don't look at me like that. Tell me, Tachikara. Let me explain. Why did I say tell me? Let me explain, Tachikara. We called you here for a reason. We've been told by a good citizen of this area that there has been a safety issue around at this festival. I was hoping you could fill us in on the situation. The festival security was entrusted to me and my fellow police officers, was it not? That's correct, but I've since heard that Kabukicho has suffered damages that I can't overlook. I'm talking about the incident with the jump, but that's not the only thing that happened, isn't it? It seems there has also been a number of altercations between you and the Kabukicho Guild. I never would have thought you capable of something like that. I want to hear your side of the story. I know you were planning to talk to these two, and I was hoping you'd confide in me too. We had to, for security's sake. Is that right? All for security. Exactly. However, I'm afraid I can't tell you any more about it. Hiding things now, are we?
And here, we just finished talking about how there's nothing worse than hiding the truth. Normally you would be the one urging others to be honest, telling them to... You will protect them no matter what. Master Hogan. Seemingly on the verge of tears, Tachikawa clenches his butt cheeks and bellows. I know, but I simply can't tell you why I did what I did. Disappointing a superior is no small offense. You risk losing not only your trust others have placed you, but also your place in this academy. I needed to remind you of that, so why did you refuse to answer me? I can't! Even if it loses me my place in the academy, I simply can't. This is all very unusual. Surely you know I'm not the type to get angry about things. If you still won't open your butt cheeks to me, then you leave me no choice. Tachikawa, I'll open them myself. Master! You're going to force it out of him? There's no need to resort to violence. You misunderstood my intention, Harrison. Like I said, I wish to test his resolve. Tachikawa, we'll know in a moment if you are steadfast as you claim. Oh, sorry. In case you've forgotten, nothing can remain hidden from the eyes of this Tengu. Good. Keep those eyes peeled, because I'm going to show you exactly how steadfast my resolve is. Wasoi! You might get disagree with how I feel, but I won't change my mind, no matter what you say. I'll side with Hogan, I guess. Whose side are you on, Nobaru? What do you mean you guess? Don't tell me you've gone cold on me now. Can't deny, I'm really looking forward to this fight, though. Training like this means I can roughhouse as much as I want. I'll have Tachikawa's back then. I can't leave him for himself. I appreciate that, Nobuharu. This is right about where I lost interest and started skipping the event. Well, it is already starting to look formulaic. Them running into people and fucking Nobuharu taking the other side. I'm also not gonna let Hogan away with calling me cute or touching me again. Touching you? That's just how people greet each other in Master Hogan's overall. He does that to me too, occasionally. Sometimes he even tells me to strip and be laid naked on his bed. That's not true! Don't fall for his lies any longer, Tachikawa! He pulled the same trick on me! What? Guess this means I've got even more reason to fight him now. Master Hogan! After you win this battle, I will prohibit any further unsolicited touching. Instead, I will touch you. Oh, you're as stiff as usual, just as stiff as I am. Looks to me you need some help relieving all that tension. You know, you might even enjoy it. I hope you're prepared. This is great. And this is over, I'm changing sides. Come on, don't be a pushover protagonist. Have a sense of humor. You just know they did more than touching. They certainly did. He opened his gates of honor, if you know what I mean. Alright, let's continue the last part for this part of the playthrough. Episode 3, part 2. He certainly climbed his mountains. If you're looking for Hogan hate, it's not gonna happen here. I think he's an okay character, and I think he's funny. I hope they expand more Dong on Matosia's character soon. Yeah, he's alright. He definitely had like some of the better like morals and best words of advice in the main chapter. But outside of the main quest, he didn't really have relevance. I found the manga you got those dog emotes from. The dog emotes? You mean Meko or Reko? God bless that. Yeah, it's a fantastic manga. I love it. It's
truly influenced my development quite a lot. But yeah, I have a lot of different opinions when it comes to those sorts of topics as a result. They are quite something heartrending at times. Let's see. Yeah, I certainly cried too. Hogan gives me such Stranger Danger vibes, but that's like one of his appealing features. don't you just love when you get like goosebumps raising across your back? Let's see. Long ago, there was an incident in my homeworld of Takamagahara, one that caused a noble person in the land, in that land to go into. They really need to fix these other things. To go into exile, probably. I don't know. The rumor was that their youngest brother was violent so much that they decided to hide from him. Confident in his strength, I volunteered to protect him. You have nothing to be ashamed of. If anyone attempts to find fault with you, I will be there to shield you. However, the noble told me this. I've lost the right to fulfill my duty. The time has come for me to take some full responsibility. Not everyone is that thirsty. I'm not thirsty. I just like dirty jokes. I mean, I can be thirsty, but to be honest, not usually. I just like dirty jokes a lot. And I can kid around with them. I don't really take them as seriously as other people do. Oh no. Bad touch. Bad touch! Let's continue. They were miserable. Was drawn in a place beyond my reach. Yet they were needed in my world by the people of my homeland. I needed to bring them back, and in doing so, bring them back into Tristram. Who's this talking about? Yet they are needed. Maybe it's either Suzuka or Taji. Maybe it's probably Taji since we already saw Suzuka's story. So we fooled them. We lured them out of Ama no Iwato. After that, I was unable to meet my noble friend again. I was ashamed to have lost their trust. I had failed them, and I was disgusted with myself all the more for not understanding why. Unable to find the answer I sought in my homeland, the rainbow of transient life brought me here to Tokyo. Yet despite how far I've traveled, I still haven't found what I'm looking for. For a time, I found Sukor, I don't know what that word is, Sukor and Kabukicho, desperate as I was to fill the hole that regrets, desperate as I was to fill the hole that the regrets of my past had left in my heart. No matter how much you fill in that hole, you won't get rid of that feeling. Then one day, I realized that Tokyo and my homeland are exactly the same. I saw people suffering from unspeakable anguish, their hearts riddled with scars that have yet to heal. So it could be either Taji or Suzuka or Gyobu. They are the reason why I wanted to join the police force. Oh, okay, so it is Taji Karo. I wanted to be someone others could rely on. So I left Kabukicho and joined the police academy to become the person I wished to be. I would be a model police officer. Anyone would be able to feel like they could come to me with their troubles. I went above and beyond in my training. I made sure to keep myself honest and open in all things. So, another implicit reference to his exhibitionism. I believed that if I wanted to change the world, the change would have to start with me. It's a good philosophy to have. If you complain a lot about wishing things were different, just remember, change starts at home. I did everything I could possibly think of, and yet, it didn't work. Hardly yet anyone ever sought my help. I cannot help but feel like I'm repeating my own history. I cannot help but wonder, should I have done things differently back then? I still don't have my answers. I have no one who can give them to me. So I believe that the very least I can do for those who have opened up to me is for me to open them up and make them unable to walk out. Tajikaro's palm strikes the ground, creating a wide fissure in the pavement. You're crazy strong. Whoa, your rule is awesome, Tajikaro. Boss! Actually, he's just that strong. What you're seeing right now are the fruits of all his training. Dodging that attack was the right move. You got a good set of eyes on you, I'll give you that. Whoa, I can't believe you created a fissure this wide with a single hit. What do I need to do to get as strong as you? I have yet to show you my full power. This is not even my final form. Behold, the culmination of my training. Heavenly Gate Crusher! Tajikaro's arms began to radiate a blinding light when he brushes his biceps against his clothing. So, what do you think? Tajikaru's festival clothes burst apart. Hey! I know you've got a great body and all that, but I'd prefer you if you keep your clothes on during a fight. Shut up, Nobuharu. There's nothing enough to cover up your weak spots.
This is?
Right. I'm sorry, Hogan, but you're wide open.
That was a good hit. I didn't expect such trickery.
There was no trick there. Hang in there.
Still, I think it would be a shame not to look at his... I mean, as his teacher, of course, I have a responsibility to ascertain his training. Gah, such murderous intent in those eyes of yours. I'm fine. Enough of my jesting for now. It's time I got serious.
You're incredible, Tajikaru. You know exactly what to do to make Master Hogan drop his card.
It's not like that. You praise me so I can help but lay bare the results of my training.
Huh? Did he say something, Tajikaru? Come on, now's our chance to finish this.
Oh, so basically Tajikaru just wanted to show off his pecs.
I like that Tajikaru, sorry, it's almost... It alone almost made me pull for I mean, it's alright. He's alright. Kind of a very cubically shaped, very square person.
You are as strong as the force of nature. You can do this. Let's soar among the clouds. Us!
Nobuharu folds his arms behind his back, pushes out his chest, and chants words of encouragement at the top of his lungs. Untying his apron, he thrusts it above his head. As it flaps in the wind, it begins to grow larger and larger until it becomes a great flag once again.
I won't be blindsided like last time. I'm gonna cheer for Tajikaru until the battle is over. So, this is the power of Nobuharu's secret artifact. I can feel it surging through me. Or, no. What I'm feeling are his emotions. He is generally worried about us.
Okay. Our voice says, except it's just thought MP4. Hello, Luther. Good to see you. We're just about to finish up. This is the last part we're going through, and Tajikaru is just being he's hitting us a lot of innuendos about how his power is hidden within him.
Well, get ready, because I'm not going to hold back. Here I come, all over you, Aslan.
Now he's hitting on me even harder. I can't let him beat me off. This is pretty good. I think we're winning.
When he starts thinking that, it's all over. He just literally pulled his gun on the kid. Well, okay, good enough, I guess.
Huh?
Hogan is behind him in an instant and reaches for Nobuharu.
Not this time, Hogan. I'm gonna show everyone.
And then he just dies from the gun.
Nobuharu breaks into a sudden sprint. He zigzags all over the place, trying to evade Hogan and shooting for Tajikaru all over the while. By the way, that is the true evasive maneuver. When you are trying to run away from a gun, there's not much you can do, but if you are running away, what you need to do is run away in a zigzag formation. So not directly a straight line. They can predict your trajectory if you do that. So run in like a Pikachu shape.
How's this? You're gonna have a hard time catching me. Is that what you think?
How'd you get in front of me? Does this have something to do with your rule?
Nope, I'm not using my rule. That was a good decision to run, Nobuharu. But you should never lose sight of your opponent. You see, it is observation that wins war. You must not focus only on yourself, but also your enemy.
Hi, I'm being spoiled on the event, but I couldn't help but come say hi. Did you? You haven't seen the event yet? That's pretty surprising. It's been out for a while, but I'm guessing if you haven't seen the event, then you probably haven't. You have no intentions. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I get it. Like watching reprinted events. I used to be up with it, but now it's just like, I mean, the stories are right, I guess. It's better to have something to do than just fucking wait until the next reprint / campaign / non-event happens during this pandemic period. Anyways, good to see you again, Luther. As the car says, the good old serpentine maneuver. It has a name? Okay, that's neat. I didn't know that. I just remember that from some place. I don't even remember when. Now, lesson's over. Time to pay up.
Hey, keep your hands off me!
Let's put your lesson to the test. You get behind Tajikaru and touch him, imitating Hogan. What are you doing? Wait, no. That's making me feel weird.
That reaction.
What is these degenerate voices to me?
That reaction is very different from when I touched him. Don't be ridiculous. Also, we are in the middle of a fight. Would you please keep your distance?
No, join in, Hogan. The more merrier.
Well, Nobuharu, I suppose we can both sit and watch them fight.
Hogan locks Nobuharu in a full Nelson, lifts him up, and plops him onto a rock by the roadside with his arms. Get dunked on.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tajikaro.
Taji, premature. I'm not gonna correct you for that, but I was barely any help at all. I failed you just like I failed Suzuka.
Failed me? You certainly did. Get the fuck out of here in this event. You're not worthy of being an event character. You struck a blow to Master Hogan. That's right. That is a remarkable achievement. I will handle the rest. Huh, bold statement. Allow me to give you another piece of advice. Was it buffering?
Okay, I don't know if it's buffered something. Know thine enemy and know thyself remains silent. Alright, someone needs to tell me what parts you missed. Anyways, if you guys experience buffering because, you know, God hates me, then here is what you missed. Don't be ridiculous, what you please keep distance. And a fight's going on, and Nobuharu just got dunked on by Hogan, and yeah, so I didn't even notice that it was buffering again. God damn it. But yeah, and now it's just me and Taji as I get all handsy with him and fully detail his body mentally imprinted in my mind.
Thank you for waiting. Now prepare yourself.
Oh, okay. Buffering! Buffering X has a 3 times advantage matchup. Your rolls are reduced to the dull sounds of fists striking sword. Your swordsmanship reminds Tachikara of the brute before, who ruined his homeland. It is incredibly vexing, as even now he hates himself for the weakness and powerlessness he left that day. Yet after so many months of painstaking training, he is no longer the same person. As he clashed again and again, Tachikara is convinced that he is greater than he in both size and power. Booster, I'm gonna... Please let the buffering... buffering is like a taboo word. Don't say it, otherwise you'll curse it. Even so, a small voice in the back of my mind questions whether or not he actually deserves to win. Perhaps it is in his conscience. He cannot help but see something of himself in his opponent's visage. My hands are going numb. I can't keep going. Looks like the fight's over. Very done, Tachikara.
Oh, wait! The battle hasn't been decided. Right, Tachikara?
Tachikara? That extreme training you put yourself through made you strong. There ain't many in the world who can take you in a scrap.
However, it's a little different story if you're fighting against yourself.
That's right.
You lost against yourself. Not Tarazan here. You played yourself.
Oh dear, Tachikara. Don't you know that mind break is also my fetish?
Master Hogan.
Tachikara hangs his head, and all the strength drops from his shoulders.
I sensed hesitation in your punches. You couldn't make up your mind about what was right, could you?
Talk to me. Buff Arrow.
Tell me what's been going on.
Well... I would say nothing in this case in real life. Yeah, all these questions suck.
Arthur, are you sure? I thought Suzuka and the old Tanuki were counting on you for this. Do you think you can convince him without finding the reason behind all of his destruction?
Why am I voicing like Goku?
At this rate, I'm not even sure this festival will be going on ahead.
Well, I too have things I'd rather not share. Mind breaking happen. Don't worry, loser. It just naturally happens if you interact with me enough. Everyone gets mind breaking, no exceptions.
Then what do you intend to do, Arthur?
I know his intentions were good.
Oh, I see.
Tajikara looks down at his hand. The very same hands he had sworn to use to expose the lies and buried truth. Sorry, let me rephrase that. The very same hands he had sworn to use to expose himself and to bury in other people's ass. Yet, no matter how many times he tried to lay bare such things, he felt no peace of mind, as if something was missing. Don't you, Gawi? You. Okay. He should have believed in his righteousness, but that would have been taken a strength he simply did not possess.
I was...
Oh, no, not this lesson again. God damn it.
I was so afraid to believe. I admit my defeat. I will tell you everything.
Now we're reaching a lot for these Ludettes. Leaving the stream for a bit. Alright, see ya. Yeah, this is pretty much near the end, but hopefully you'll be able to come back.
To begin with, you are only supposed to be on security duty. Why didn't you keep your nose out of the festival manager's business? Tajikara. Do I have your permission to speak freely, Master? May I discuss our line of work in the presence of these good citizens? Normally, I'd want to know what you're planning to say before I give you my permission. But you have it all the same. Thank you very much. Without further ado, allow me to explain why I got involved with this festival. Shortly after I began my duties in this area, I came across a very frightening citizen. Naturally, I asked what was wrong. According to the citizen in question, some suspicious characters have been hanging around Kabukicho lately. Not just individuals, but whole groups of people, all with dangerous auras. I told the citizen that the police would do everything in their power to resolve this issue. However, they begged me not to tell anyone. They wanted to keep the information a secret even from my fellow police officers. It turns out that the citizen was being threatened. Someone, unfortunately, might have happened to them if the word got out, they said. So I promised that I would handle it on my own.
So you destroyed those things because...
Yes. I turned the place upside down trying to find that group of shady individuals. The people of Kabukicho attempted to put a stop to my investigation, and thus we got into a fight. I cannot limit my power, and so I ended up causing a lot of destruction. I am so ashamed of myself. However, I cannot tolerate the isolationist. Huh? Are you talking about Suzuka? None of this would have happened if she simply opened the festival to the public. The police would have worked together with the people of Kabukicho to keep everyone safe. Not only that, but she blames me for destroying things that I never even touched. I admit that the drama and one or two other things were my responsibility. I am innocent of all other counts. How dare they wrongfully accuse me over items that they themselves destroyed and then play dumb about it? Did that really happen? I don't mean to doubt you or anything, but I know Suzuka wouldn't do something like that. So, why? Anyway, I understand where you're coming from. Thank you. I feel much better now that I've said my piece. To let it all out, just like I'm used to. But I must take responsibility. Master Hogan, I would like to give you something. What's this? Your letter of resignation. Do you always carry this around? I'm not qualified to be a member of the police force. I failed not only to keep the promise I made to that citizen, but also to fulfill my duties as an officer. You're being way too serious about this. Oh well. I will hold on to it until this whole thing is over. I will decide what to do with you later. For now, get back to your security duties. Sir, I will take my leave. I don't know what to do anymore. I understand why Suzuka doesn't want the police involved. But after hearing Tajikata's story, it feels like it can't be helped. We need police security at the festival to keep people safe. I get that now. But there's no way I can tell Suzuko that. What am I supposed to do? Are you alright? You have a worry line as deep as mine. To be honest, no. I'm not so okay. My head is about to explode. Well, what are you planning to do about it? Solution. Date the Tanuki said.
Yeah. Screw Suzuka and Tajikawa's problem. Let's just go see the side event where we get to see Gyobi on a date. I know what just happened now. They both thought they were acting in the interest of the people of Kabukicho. If only there was a way to get a security team into the festival without having to tell Suzuka about what we just heard. We might be able to open the festival to the public, but I doubt Tajikawa can help with the security in his current state. The public sentiment will not allow it, perhaps by keeping Tajikawa out of... You can't do that! Nobuharu shouts the words as if he's projecting them across the football field. Hogan simply stares at him, wide-eyed. Oh, sorry for shouting. It's just... So, sorry for shouting. It's just, Tajikawa was looking forward to the festival. I want him to be able to enjoy it too. Time to find his 8 lucky spots. I don't mind making a few mistakes and examining every spot possible first. Haha! And here I thought you were nothing but a pretty boy. Well, what's your solution then? It's, in the works. I see. In that case, I'll be on my merry way. Huh? Why? Well, I have to arrange things to ensure the safety of that informant Tajikawa told us about, and... I don't see how you'll solve this problem on your own. After unleashing a whirlwind of feathers to obscure your vision, Hogan disappears. He's gone. What do we do? I just want everyone to have fun, but maybe I'm asking too much. Suzuka and Tajikawa are both precious friends of mine, so all I want to do is see them both happy. I can't help but feel like this isn't just their problem anymore. Like Master Hogan said, a lot of folks from Kabukicho and the police force are emotionally invested in this. What did he mean by 8 lucky spots? Well, you know, the body is a symmetrical thing, so we could probably assume that at least 6 of them are one on each side. So I would say one of them is the nipples, and then maybe the other one, the other two more would be the butt cheeks, and then the 2 other spots, of course, would be the bulge as well as the center of the buttocks. So that is my interpretation of the 8 lucky spots. Let's try to convince him. It might not work. I think it's important that we talk to everyone. We might end up having something a bit more heated than a discussion, though. We'll probably end up in another fight, like the ones we got into with Suzuka or Tajikawa. But you know what? I feel like those fights helped us understand each other. We got everything off our chest, and that's... Oh! Did something happen? I get it now! Know thine enemy, know thyself. So that's what Master Hogan meant. You think you can come with me to the negotiations if negotiations fail, Arthur? I can't do that. Please, I'm begging you. This won't work unless you're in it. Wait, was that a joke? Ah, come on, don't scare me like that. No, it wasn't a joke. Stop forcing me into this. I've made up my mind. If I can't convince him, thus, I'm going to tackle them head on. You can't be serious. There are more ways to express your emotions than by fighting with them. This is a festival, a place for folks to relieve some pent-up tension they stored up for their daily lives. Festivals are an alternative to brawls. They've been a way to avoid conflict since ancient times. That's why I, Nobuharu Takeda, am going to be the one to humbly organize this festival. Fierce as fire, boss! And I have reached the point where I'm actually getting lightheaded from voice acting so much. That is hopefully the end of the stream, unless there's a post-event. Nope, that is the end of the event. So, with that said, thank you for watching. Look forward to tomorrow, where I'll do part 3, if nothing, if permitting, if nothing goes wrong. And hope you enjoyed the event so far. I will be... Honestly, I'll be taking a nap now. See you guys around. Bye. That's okay. You can come early, you can come late. All forms of coming are valid. Just make sure you come all over me.